Good morning.
Morning.
Another wonderful day on Mackinac Island. In the summer, there's no better place to be than in Michigan. Good morning. My name is Susan Corbin, and I'm Director of the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity, or LEO as we like to refer to it, although now we might be confused with a pope. When the Whitmer-Gilchrist administration signed the executive order building up Michigan's workforce and infrastructure last year, we were honored to take the lead on developing the Michigan statewide infrastructure workforce plan. Now, just weeks after releasing the plan earlier this month, we are ready to build on this momentum by fostering collaboration among key state infrastructure partners to utilize infrastructure funds from federal grant programs for workforce development. Effective collaboration is essential for the success of the plan and the Building Michigan's Infrastructure Workforce Program. To facilitate this, LEO is leading the effort to formalize the collaboration among key infrastructure partners, many of whom are here today. These collaborative agreements will align workforce development with program-specific infrastructure needs and funding, promoting access to job creation and training, ensuring that federal and state resources are used effectively and in compliance with their funding sources. This new approach to workforce development and infrastructure project delivery will help the state meet its infrastructure development and workforce development goals, pool together resources to achieve greater outcomes, and ensure that our infrastructure and workforce programs comply with state and federal laws tied to their funding sources. One of the key sources of funding for this effort is LEO's $35.7 million award from the U.S. Department of Energy's Transmission and Distribution Plants and Projects Workforce Training Grant Program, also called TSED. Part of this funding is dedicated to building Michigan's energy workforce. In fact, one of our major initiatives through the TSED is expanding electric utility registered apprenticeship and pre-apprenticeship programs. These programs are designed to equip individuals with the skills needed for careers in electrical utility services, ensuring a capable workforce that can meet Michigan's evolving and growing energy demands. By investing in these apprenticeship opportunities, we are preparing our workforce to handle the modernization and expansion of our energy infrastructure. Michigan is already a national leader in registered apprenticeships. In 2024, there were more than 20,000 active registered apprentices in our state. That's more than 20,000 Michiganders with good-paying jobs on an in-demand and fulfilling career. Through TSED, the Build Michigan's Infrastructure Workforce Program, and the Michigan Statewide Infrastructure Workforce Plan, we hope to grow that number. These funding commitments represent a shared recognition of the need for skilled, diverse infrastructure workforce to support Michigan's expanding infrastructure needs, and the investments are formalized through agreements executed among the state partners that establish a collaborative framework that aligns workforce development with program-specific infrastructure needs. One example of this is in action through our Michigan High-Speed Internet Office, known as MyHigh. MyHigh is bringing broadband internet access across the state. We know people need high-speed internet and the technology to access it, to build skills, access healthcare, take courses, and so much more. We also need a skilled workforce to build this network statewide. The result of investing in our state's infrastructure has ripple effects. We bring opportunities to train workers who then can contribute to the prosperity of our state by being able to build and maintain the infrastructure that we need to remain strong and resilient. As we look ahead, LEO remains unwavering in its commitment to cultivating a highly skilled and diverse workforce. Michigan supports more businesses and workers than any other state in the Midwest, but we know that together we can be the best in the country. Through strategic, collaborative, innovative solutions and the targeted initiatives made possible by the TSED grant, we are investing in the future of Michigan's infrastructure workforce. Together, we will build a stronger, more resilient, and inclusive workforce that will drive our state's economic growth and prosperity for generations to come. I now would like to introduce Lieutenant Governor Garlin Gilchrist and ask him to come to the podium.
Thank you, Director. This really is an important announcement and occasion. You know, you have to do three things to make sure the government is positioned to solve a problem. We have to plan, we have to invest, and then we have to act. And we need to point those three steps toward the problems that matter to people. And right now in Michigan, we're living in a time when things are both uncertain and expensive. And that's a dangerous combination. But in the face of that, the state of Michigan, not only the Whitmer-Gilchrist administration and all of our leaders who are represented and our partners across Michigan, we can step up and solve the problems that matter. We know that there are things that need to be built in Michigan to lay the foundation for people's future. But people are who build those things. And so in order to position the people of Michigan, the most talented people in the country, we need to make sure that they have the skills and credentials so that the market recognizes that talent. And then apply that talent to these really high priority areas that, again, lay the groundwork for us to be successful across the industries that will matter going forward. And that is why we did our statewide infrastructure workforce plan. That plan has been developed. That plan has been released. And today we're taking that second step, which is announcing that we are making a $107 million investment in the implementation and execution of this plan. Now, tomorrow is when the action begins, organizing people around what this represents. This is less actually about infrastructure. And we say workforce, and workforce is like a word that is not clear what it means. What this means is we are positioning people to have more money in their pockets because they will be more productive in solving the problems and creating and having the jobs and building the things that matter to the people of Michigan and our communities going forward. Everybody in Michigan benefits from roads that are safe. Everybody in Michigan benefits from having a connection to fast internet. Everybody in Michigan benefits when they're confident in our bridges, when they know that our drinking water is clean, when we have utility infrastructure that supports our imaginations. Like, all of us benefit from that. So it makes sense that we should then have the resources to train Michiganders to take on those jobs and excel at them, so that entrepreneurs in these spaces are ready to build the businesses of tomorrow, and they can hire people in Michigan because it is the best place to find talented, ambitious, and energetic and well-credentialed workers to get that done. It's the best place to have one of those registered apprenticeships, working with an amazing labor union organization in Michigan, so that you can be confident that their credential actually means something and isn't something that's fly by night. This is a standard that we're setting here in the state of Michigan. And we're proud to work with partners not only across state government, but across the private sector, across education institutions in the state of Michigan, because we all have a role to play in creating this reality. We've had a shortage of these workers in the past. That ends now. We can decide that this is the generation that will solve that problem and not have to address that going forward, because we'll have a pipeline that is thick and robust and diverse. And regardless of any economic downturn, regardless of any federal calamity or confusion or chaos, we know what our priorities are here in Michigan. They are our people. They are their economic future and their economic power and their economic autonomy. And nothing creates that kind of autonomy like having a job that you know matches your ambition, that has a career path that you can grow in an industry that matters. And that's what Michigan can and must be for our economy to flourish. A state full of people that make the things that matter going forward. That starts with our infrastructure, and it goes beyond that to our wildest dreams. So thank you so much to this team for making this happen in state government, in the private sector, in our education sector, our nonprofit sector. We all have hands in this pie, and it's going to taste great. Thank you. God bless y'all.
morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Thanks, Lieutenant Governor. It's really exciting to be here with all of our partners on this initiative, LEO, MDOT, the Michigan Building and Construction Trades Council, Barton, Malow, and let's not leave out the community colleges and tech centers that are creating a lot of these workforce development programs. And we're here to celebrate this almost $110 million initiative. I'm Phil Roos. I'm the Director of Michigan's Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy, otherwise known as EAGLE, and I have the privilege every day to wake up and know that I'm working with 1,600 people who are going to all parts of the state to make sure that we have clean air, water, and climate. And one of the areas we're really leaning into right now is the clean energy transformation. We've had the benefit from federal money as well as state funding, big commitment on the part of the Whitmer-Gilchrist administration toward this effort to put in place programs that are going to generate literally thousands of new jobs related to clean energy infrastructure and related programs. Last month, Lieutenant Governor and the Governor at our Climate Council announced two major new programs to that end. We're at a stage right now where we're trying to get the benefits of clean energy into the hands of everyday Michiganders so they can enjoy those. The My Home Energy Rebates Program, which had been in a pilot program in Holland and Marquette, has gone statewide now. So this is going to make available up to $34,000 in grants to homeowners or renters who want to do home energy efficiency or home electrification projects so that they can save money and have more comfort in their homes. And then the Michigan Solar for Savings program, which has currently an open request for proposals for pilot programs of a much bigger program called Solar for All, which is community solar, bringing it to people in everyday Michiganders in their communities. These two programs alone will generate it will help thousands of Michiganders have safer, more comfortable homes while saving money on their energy bills, which we all care about right now. It's a huge opportunity for those homeowners and renters who would participate in those programs, but it doesn't happen by itself. We need trained technicians and contractors to implement these projects, and there are thousands of good paying jobs in this sector that need to be filled. And that's why I'm so excited about the Whitmer-Gilchrist administration putting forth this statewide infrastructure workforce plan, which was announced a few weeks ago. That's a bold, coordinated effort to build the workforce we need to meet these demands as it relates to energy and water infrastructure and lots of other things that our department cares about and is involved with. We're really proud to be a core partner in this effort. We've committed $11.5 million to workforce development as part of this program through two programs. One is Solar for All, which I just mentioned. We need a solar workforce to be able to implement those and bring those benefits to people across the state. And then a program called TREC, which will fund training for solar installation, energy storage, and energy efficiency upgrades, such as electrical panel updates or roof repairs, things of that nature, creating middle-class work pathways to prosperity and really great jobs. Through these commitments, we're really trying to build or play our part in helping to build a resilient, skilled, and inclusive green infrastructure workforce that can deliver our needs in this area over the years to come. So that's protecting values of our department and all the people that work there. We want to be an enduring national leader in environmental protection. We want to protect the health of all Michiganders, but we also want to promote responsible economic growth and development and jobs. And the program we're here announcing today is a big part of that. So thanks for being here, and I want to turn it over to our Director of Department of Transportation, Brad Wyferick.
Thanks, Phil. I'm very proud to be here and to be working with our key partners to deliver the Governor and Lieutenant Governor's infrastructure workforce initiatives. We know that the work we're doing is essential to growing Michigan's economy and growing our population. And we're committed to working with LEO and others to advance our current initiatives as well as new initiatives. We want to work on things that build capacity. We want to make sure that we're sharing data And we want to make sure that we're providing a clear return on investment for the people of Michigan through job growth, through small business support, and through industry-aligned programs. A few things that we're working on and have in the past, I think 2004, we spent about $400,000 on-the-job training. This is really project-based work that get people to actually do the work. Indirectly, not necessarily directly related to the program, we've also invested about $150 million last year on small business development. We know that these small businesses are engines for creating jobs as well. In addition to that, we have about $11 million in project funds that we're going to continue to work with our partners on key recruitment and retention efforts. So MDOT, as I said, realizes that the future of our infrastructure lies in the hands of a talented workforce. Thank you. In order to fund that talent, we realize that this coordinated partnership with all of our key stakeholders is crucial, and to make sure that we have the talent that we were going to know we need for Michigan going into the future. So thank you.
Good morning. What a great day for the state of Michigan. My name is Steve Claywell. I'm the president of the Michigan Building Trades. The commitments for the state to build a Michigan State Infrastructure Workforce Plan, which created a pipeline for good-paying union jobs, investing in skilled workers. This plan recognizes the critical role that labor unions play in training, safety, and worker protection. As we look forward to partner with the state to extend apprenticeship and create more opportunity for our members, the state is already programming with organizations such as MUST and WDI that have been instrumental in that. Today's announcement and plan focuses on apprenticeship and training, aligns perfectly with our proven model of developing skilled workers. Through apprenticeship, we have helped thousands build lifelong careers and good wages. We are proud to support this effort and stand ready to do our part in building Michigan infrastructure workforce. And thank you for Governor Whitmer, Lieutenant Governor, the state of Michigan, and our partners gathering here today for the commitment to build a stronger Michigan workforce. We're extremely proud to partner in building Michigan. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Dannis Mitchell, Senior Director of Community Engagement with Barton Malow, and I oversee workforce development for the organization. Barton Malow was founded in 1924, and as one of the largest employers of skilled trade labor in the state of Michigan, we are honored to be a part of the team. And I say it's a team because there was a lot of effort that went into putting this plan together, several months that took place, several meetings. And to be at the table, I heard two things in the prior conversations here today: 20,000 as well as Plan, Invest, and Act. 20,000 Michiganders received apprenticeships last year. That's an amazing number. We still have a long way to go, and as a builder across the state of Michigan, we are very dedicated to ensuring that our pipeline of skilled trades people have direct access to the projects that we work on. And that direct access comes in the form of pre-apprenticeships as well as apprenticeships. And as one of the only handful of recognized statewide apprenticeship programs, the Barton Malow Boot Camp, we are honored to have this partnership in place where we can activate more residents across the state to get access to these jobs. In thinking about how we plan, invest, and act, as the builder, we're the act. So we have the ability to employ directly in partnership with our union partners, and that is no easy feat. But how we do it is through collaborations like the statewide infrastructure plan, where we can all come together to identify what the skills gaps are, ensure that the credentials and the training goes into place, and then actively work with our subcontractors to hire the skilled tradespeople that are more than qualified to do these jobs. This is a true honor to be at the table with our partners, and I just want to say on behalf of Barton Malow, we thank everyone for the time that you've put into putting this plan together, and we're looking forward to acting on this plan. Thank you.
First, I want to say thank you to all of the partners that are here today. Not only are they here with us today, but they've been with us in the past year working on this plan. So if there are any questions from the media, we'll go ahead and take questions for a couple of minutes.
So I'm wondering what feedback you've received from students that you'll be able to successfully fill this job pipeline. Like, where's the excitement? Like, maybe there is excitement from the people that are in the program, but outside the program, how are you going to pack it?
Well, one of the 4 recommendations that are in the plan is that we need to do more work on the K-12 pipeline. We need to provide more opportunities and career exposure to young people so that they understand in Michigan that if they choose a pathway in infrastructure, it can be a strong middle class pathway here in Michigan. We know that in Michigan, on average, when someone completes their apprenticeship program, they are earning $80,700 a year. That's a strong middle-class pathway in Michigan. And so I appreciate the conversations that are going on Mackinac Island over this next couple of days about the critical importance of career and technical education and how we need to expose young people to new career pathways.
But isn't it just robbing Peter to pay Paul with the state of the population in Michigan? You only have so many people to go around.
Well, we're working also to attract more people to Michigan, obviously. But we know that there are people in Michigan, we have 500,000 people in Michigan who don't have a high school degree or an equivalency. Those people are likely not participating in our economy, or they're not participating fully. So one of the recommendations in this report is removing barriers, making sure that we open up opportunities to people in Michigan who aren't participating fully in our economy. There are people that need to be provided opportunities, and with these infrastructure dollars, we can not only attract them to these career pathways and provide training, we can also use dollars to remove barriers so that people remain in training programs and step into strong career pathways.
So what is the full shortfall that you guys are looking to backfill?
Well, we expect, nearly 500,000 retirements in the skilled trades over the next few years. We've done conservative estimates in this report. We anticipate, 11,000 new jobs a year being created, and so this plan lays out what we all need to be doing in Michigan to make sure that we're meeting our infrastructure workforce needs.
Thank you. So I am wondering about the need for jobs, but in order for the jobs to be filled, there needs to be funding for things like roads and bridges and solar energy production. And the funding for that at the state and federal level, it seems a little bit uncertain right now. How do you guarantee those jobs can be paid given the status of the budget?
So to be clear, we think that it is the legislature's responsibility to fund the priorities of the state of Michigan. And this imperative has been made very clear by the people of Michigan, and the plan reflects the importance of that priority, and the commitments that these different state agencies have made are able to put us on a path to solving the problem. We are in the midst of the budget process right now, and frankly, I expect that when the House of Representatives decides to present its budget, that they do so in a way that will meet these priorities in the state of Michigan and do so quickly. We're looking forward to sitting down at the table with them here in the month of June to get this done by the end of the month of June, as the way the law requires. And yeah, there is uncertainty what's happening at the federal government. There's chaos and calamity, and we worry about what those cuts can mean for the people of Michigan's health and well-being. But at the same time, we know that we have a responsibility to solve problems here at the state level. So we are going to act with what we know and understand. We are going to invest the resources that we have, invest them in the people of Michigan so they can be positioned for success, and that remains our commitment regardless of what's happening outside of our state.
So by creating the program, there is the expectation that it will be funded?
We expect that that they will meet the priorities of the people of Michigan because they serve them too, just like I do.
Anybody else? Any other questions? All right, seeing none, thank you very much.